Everyone has a story, and most stories we're sharing have a scary chapter. Here's mine. In 1989, I survived a foiled Colombian kidnapping where I woke up 3 days after being poisoned and beat with a choice: to share this news publicly or quietly hop back on stage and play flute to over 160,000 people at a Christian festival in Bogota. The festival went well. My choices continued as the brain injury came with 33 years of intense, unbearable pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, it rarely seemed less than 1,000. Nevertheless, during this season of pain, my husband and I raised our children and shared God's love across the globe on 5 continents. We followed God's trail from the Wadani tribe of Ecuador to Siberia, South Africa, and finally sailed home, back to Sarasota. Using the example of Jesus, who changed the world from a boat in his hometown, we shared life with over 40,000 guests on our key sailing charters across from a park named in honor of my father, with this key to the city on board. And although I didn't sail off into the sunset and die on cue, I wasn't healed either. I had joy, I had faith, but I also had pain, like a knife shooting through my brain on fire, even with grandchildren in my arms. Then, at sunset of Purim, March 16, 2022, a new friend took my hand and asked God to reveal his glory in my life. It wasn't a prayer of healing, but I was healed. The poison in my system came up through my body even as my brain opened and God stitched my myelin sheath back into place. Stunned, I asked if she was a faith healer. Smiling, the widow of astronaut James Irwin claimed only to be a servant of God. This was a first for us both. Brain surgery from heaven. My doctors and specialists have confirmed this miraculous healing, and the pain-free message is twofold. God is faithful in the waiting, and God does still heal. It's time to share my story so that others like you will be encouraged to let God finish the manuscript of your life. I set off with my childhood sweetheart to change the world. It changed me instead and followed me home. What's your story?
I've seen the sun set over Africa's plains. I've sailed into ports where no one knew my name. I've been to the outback and the Great Reef, to the top of mountains, and I felt God. I felt God. And I will still take you by my side and watch you soar to such great heights, because this is worth a good fight. And I gotta be honest, you are worth it. So meet me on the other side and let's start from there. Just a green pasture with an endless horizon, with eyes of gold. You'd be a fool not to jump right in, so take my hand, I'll be your friend.